stopped counting what I lost the year. I understood the count was mine to keep. He sits where the amber barely reaches, a glass half full of what he chose to keep. The man who lost the things that built him now wears his losses like a creed. He doesn't chase the names that left him, he doesn't mourn the doors that close. He doesn't beg the dark to lift him. The heaviest men just learn and grow. Every fracture found a purpose, every loss became a thread. He stitched himself in private silence and wore the man he built instead. Losses wore suits, that's what happened here. Every wound got dressed in silence, every silence built a year. Losses wore suits and walked upright. No one sees the cost beneath. That's the man who learned to breathe. You see composure, not the fractures. You see a man who holds his ground. You'll never know the nights he shattered, or how he built it back without a sound. He doesn't show you what he carried, he doesn't name the price he paid. I just wear it like it cost me, I just wear it unafraid. Losses wore suits, that's what happened here. Every wound got dressed in silence, every silence built a year. Losses wore suits and walked upright. No one sees the cost beneath. That's the man who learned to breathe. The saxophone searches what the daylight never finds. The cello holds the depth of what a man leaves behind. The night has always been the teacher of men who choose to stay. Some men mourn their losses loudly, quiet men just build their way. Every loss became a lesson, every lesson cost a year. If I showed you what I carried, I'd have nothing left to call my own. There were nights I almost told you, but the man who builds from loss is the man who stands alone. Losses wore suits, that's what happened here. Every wound got dressed in silence, every silence built a year. Losses wore suits and walked upright. No one sees the cost beneath. That's the man who learned to breathe. He buttons the coat, steps into the city, cold and patient, a man whose losses learned to dress. Losses wore suits, that's all he knows. Still walking slow. I traded every broken moment for the only thing that stayed. He walks through rooms that used to know him before the loss took everything away. A different man returned to daylight, same face but nothing left the same. He doesn't grieve the plans that crumbled, he doesn't mourn the life that fell. He took the wreckage and the silence and built a man no one can tell. Every wall that came down burning, every floor that broke beneath, became the ground he stands on now, became the air he chose to breathe. Built from what was lost, that's the foundation underneath. Every flame became a lesson, every lesson made him complete. Built from what was lost, not rescued, not redeemed, just a man who used the ruin as the only thing that clean. You see a man of careful measure, you see someone who never shakes. You'll never know he was the rubble before he learned what losing makes. I don't explain the reconstruction, I don't describe the empty years. I just arrived one quiet morning and left the losses with my fears. Built from what was lost, that's the foundation underneath. Every flame became a lesson, every lesson made him complete. Built from what was lost, not redeemed, just a man who used the ruin as the only thing that clean. The piano holds the weight of rooms that no one enters now. The guitar plays the patience of a man who builds alone somehow. Every ruin became a cornerstone, every cornerstone became a man. Some men need a hand to rise from nothing, quiet men just build their plan. There was nothing left to save, so I stopped trying to save it. I let the whole thing fall apart, and from the ground I simply made it. No blueprint and no mercy, just the heat of what destroyed me, and the patience to rebuild the heart. Built from what was lost, that's the foundation underneath. Every flame became a lesson, every lesson made just a man who used the ruin as the only thing that clean. He steps into the dark where the street lights end. No smoke behind him now. Just a man who carries what the losing return. Built from what was lost, still standing still. Cold night hanging from his coat, like something the dark remembers. He moves through streets that used to hold him before he learned to let them go. A man who lived without explaining, who walked away from all he'd known. He doesn't limp from what he left there. He doesn't look at what he passed. He taught his leaving how to travel and built a life that finally lasts. Every door he chose to close behind him, every bridge he chose to burn, became the road that kept him going, became the lesson he'd not return. Walked away to build, that's the choice that made him whole. Every exit was a doorway, every loss returned a soul. Walked away to build, not running, not in fear, just a man who left what broke him and found himself right here. You see a man who moves with purpose. You see a stride that never breaks. You'll never know the things he left there, or what the walking away makes. I don't pretend it cost me nothing. I don't claim it came for free. I just walked into the quiet, and the quiet made me me. Walked away to build, that's the choice that made him whole. Every exit was a doorway, every loss returned a soul. Walked away to build, not running, not in fear, just a man who left what broke him and found himself right here. Guitar bends like a man who has endured the long road alone. The harmonica breathes the things that walking never cures but owns. The night has always been the highway, a man who chooses to move. Some men wait until they're mended, quiet men just find their groove. Every departure became a direction, every direction cost a year. If I waited to be ready, I'd have never left the door. There were nights I almost stayed there, but the man who walks away from breaking is the man who walks toward more. Walked away to build, that's the choice that made him whole. Every exit was a doorway, every loss returned a soul. Walked away to build, not running, not in fear, just a man who left what broke him and found himself right here. He leaves the stool still warm, the street accepts his rhythm, a man in his choices, walking in the same direction. Walked away to build, still moving on, still here. I came apart in rooms full of people, and no one saw the man dissolving. He sits where the light runs thin again. The whiskey holds no judgment here. A man who came apart in silence and put himself back year by year. He doesn't credit love for saving him, he doesn't credit time or fate. The only thing that held the needle was the quiet and the wait. Every midnight was a workshop, every silence was a scene. He stitched himself in private darkness and woke up whole from what had been. Silence built the legacy, thread by thread inside the dark. Every quiet hour rebuilding, every silence left its mark. Silence built the legacy. No one saw, no one came. He was sewn back by the quiet, and he'll never be the same. You see the finished composition, you see a man who holds his form. You'll never know the thousand midnights it took the silence to reform. I don't explain what rearranged me, I don't describe the years it took. I just arrived one quiet morning and closed the chapter like a book. Silence built the legacy, thread by thread inside the dark. Every quiet hour rebuilding, every silence left its mark. Silence built the legacy. No one saw, no one came. He was sewn back by the quiet, and he'll never be the same. The piano speaks the piece that cost him everything to reach. The cello holds the story of a man beyond their reach. Every silence became a stitch Every stitch returned a man. Some men need a noise to function. Quiet men just understand. The truth rings louder past midnight when the restless fall asleep. Pieces of me scattered across every year I've known. Love didn't gather them, time didn't. Just the silence made me whole alone. If you ever wonder how I'm standing, don't look at what I found. Look at every night I spent in quiet when there was no one else around. Silence built the legacy, thread by thread inside the dark. Every quiet hour rebuilding, every silence left its mark. Silence built the legacy. No one saw, no one came. He was sewn back by the quiet, and he'll never same. He leaves without a word. The night takes what it gave. A man sewn together by the dark, returning to where he was made. Silence built the legacy, thread by thread, still whole. To no one now, and the room gets louder, trying to fill his space. To stand before the verdict of every voice that placed the blame. He used to justify his choices to people who would call his name. He doesn't answer anymore now. He doesn't show when others call. He found the exit from the courtroom and never walked back down the hall. Every explanation cost him, every apology was dead. He stopped defending what he carried the day he learned to just forget. He answers to no one now. That's the freedom loss provides. When you've already paid the verdict, there's nothing left you need to hide. He answers to no one now. Not the past, not the pain, not the ghost of what expected. Something from him once again. You see a man who moves unbothered. You see a man who owes no debt. You'll never know the years of trial or how he learned to just reset. I don't explain to those who question. I don't defend to those who doubt. man who answers to no one is the man who finally walked out. He answers to no one now. That's the freedom loss provides. When you've already paid the verdict, there's nothing left you need to hide. He answers to no one now. Not the past, not the pain, not the ghost of what expected. Something from him once again. The saxophone plays the quiet verdict of a man who freed himself. The guitar holds the sentence of the time he served in full. The night has always been the courthouse of men who try themselves alone. Some men wait for absolution, quiet men just write their own. Every trial became a lesson, every lesson closed a door. I spent a lifetime on the stand, defending wounds to empty seats, until the night I stood and told the room, this court no longer meets. The gavel fell inside my chest. I heard the silence like a bell. The man who stops defending himself is the only man who's well. He answers to no one now. That's the freedom loss provides. When you've already paid the verdict, there's nothing left you need to hide. He answers to no one now. Not the past, not the pain, not the ghost of what expected. Something from him once again. He leaves the bar stool like leaving a witness stand. No backward glance, no closing statement. The night receives a free man, answers to no one, still walking this road. I stopped putting it down the year I understood it was mine to carry. He sits where the city stops watching, a man who chose his weight alone. He didn't inherit what he carries, he picked it up from broken ground. He doesn't carry it for pity, he doesn't wear it for the crowd. He just made the weight presentable and carries it composed and proud. Every burden he accepted, every load he volunteered, became the only kind of gravity that kept him standing clear. The weight he chose to wear, that's what holds him him to the earth. Not love, not luck, not prayer, just the knowing what it's worth. The weight he chose to wear. No one asked him, no one should. He carries it because he chose to, and he carries it for good. You see a man of steady presence. You see someone who never bends. You don't see the deliberation, the morning's weighing what he spends. I don't carry out a duty, I don't carry out a shame. I carry because the man without it wouldn't answer to my name. The weight he chose to wear, that's what holds him to the earth. Not love, not luck, not prayer, just the knowing what it's worth. The weight he chose to wear. No one asked him, no one should. He carries it because he chose to, and he carries it for good. The piano holds a heaviness that speech will never hold alone. The guitar plays the patience of a man who walks the weight alone. Every burden became a structure, every structure held a man. Some men put their weight on others, quiet men just understand. The discipline of carrying cost more than anyone will ask. If I set it down, I'd float away, and floating is another word for lost. The weight is not the punishment, the weight is what it cost. I was lighter once before this. I was empty and I was free. But the man who carries nothing was not the man I chose to be. The weight he chose to wear, that's what holds him to the earth. Not love, not luck, not prayer, just the knowing what it's worth. The weight he chose to wear. No one asked him, no one should. He carries it because he chose to, and he carries it for good. He lifts the glass one final time, sets it down like closing scripture, then steps outside where the weight feels honest. The weight he chose, still carrying, still standing still. Cold night hanging from his coat, like something the evening remembers. He moves through crowds that never see him, for what the discipline conceals. A man whose wreckage wears a necktie and never once reveals what's real. He doesn't shake beneath the weather, he doesn't flinch beneath the stare. The damage learned to dress for evening, and no one sees what's underneath the wear. Every ruin pressed and folded, every fracture tucked inside. He taught his devastation manners and gave his suffering a stride. Damage dressed in legacy, that's the man who walks tonight. Every wound learned how to button, every scar learned how to hide. Damage dressed in legacy, no one knows the cost to keep a man together at the surface, while the underneath runs deep. You see the crease along his collar, you see the shine across his frame. You'll never see the man who shattered, or what the discipline became. I don't show you what's unraveling, I don't let the seams appear. I just keep the damage tailored and the discipline severe. Damage dressed in legacy, that's the man who walks tonight. Every wound learned how to button, every scar learned how to hide. Damage dressed in legacy, no one knows the cost to keep a man together at the surface, while the underneath runs deep. The guitar bends like a man who learned to wear what hurt him well. The harmonica breathes the things that tailoring can never tell. Every darkness was a fitting room, every fitting changed the man. Some men wear their pain in open, quiet men just wear the plan. The truth rings louder past midnight when the tailor finally rests. Hides the night I broke, the cufflinks hide the shaking hands. The waistcoat holds the ribs together of a man no one understands. If I ever dressed in what I feel, you'd see a man in flames. But the discipline is the fabric, and the fabric bears no name. Damage dressed in legacy, that's the man who walks tonight. Every wound learned how to button, every scar learned how to hide. Damage dressed in legacy, no one knows the cost to keep a man together at the surface, while the underneath runs deep. He adjusts the lapel, not for the mirror but for the principle, then dissolves into the fog like a well-dressed man. Damage dressed in legacy, still tailored tight, walking still. used to be the wreckage. Now I am the man who drew the plans. He drew the blueprints in the darkness on a night when nothing worked at all. He used the grief as the foundation and laid the silence like the wall. He doesn't remember who he was then. He doesn't grieve the man before. He only knows the man he built here was built entirely from the floor. Every room inside this body was constructed from a loss. Every wall was raised in midnight. Every window paid the cost. The man he built from ruins, that's the only one who stayed. Every version that came before him was the price that had to pay. The man he built from ruins, not restored, not redesigned, just assembled from the wreckage of every life he left behind. You see a man of solid structure. You see someone who fills the space. You'll never know the empty rooms inside or what it took to build this face. I don't explain the architecture. I don't reveal the missing floors. I just present the finished building and keep the blueprints locked in drawers. The man he built from ruins, that's the only one who stayed. Every version that came before him was the price that had to pay. The man he built from ruins, not restored, not redesigned, just assembled from the wreckage of every life he left behind. The saxophone searches for the man the daylight never built alone. The cello understands what only losing helps a man to own. Every ruin became a cornerstone. Every cornerstone became a man. Some men have no tools to save them. Quiet men just build their plan. The discipline of self-construction costs more than anyone will ask. Not the building, the hardest part was choosing what to leave. In the rubble of the man before me were the things I still believe. I kept one memory in the pocket of the coat I wear each night, not of who I was, but of the moment I decided to rebuild despite the man he built from ruins. That's the only one who stayed. Every version that came before him was the price that had to pay. The man he built from ruins, not restored, not redesigned, just assembled from the wreckage of every life he left behind. He folds the napkin, places it beneath the glass. The blueprint stays behind, the man walks out. Built from ruins, that's the only man I know, still standing tall. Finds him in the same chair, always the same. There's a man who stopped resisting, the sadness written on his jaw. He used to fight the way it's settled, now he lets it be the law. His grief didn't break him open, his grief just rearranged his face. It moved into his eyes one winter, and he gave it permanent space. He doesn't fight the weight it carries, he doesn't hide behind a grin. Let the grief become his features, and found a kind of peace within. Grief wore his face and he let it, that's the truth he signed in the dark. Every line it drew across him became the only honest mark. Grief wore his face and he let it, not surrender, not defeat, just the quiet recognition that some guests you have to seat. You see a man with heavy features, you see the lines that cut his cheeks. You'll never know those lines are treaties between a man and what he keeps. I don't apologize for looking like a man who has been through. I let the grief design my surface, and the surface became true. Grief wore his face and he let it, that's the truth he signed in the dark. Every line it drew across him became the only honest mark. Grief wore his face and he let it, not surrender, not defeat, just the quiet recognition that some guest you have to seat. The piano speaks the piece that Losing carved into his skin alone. The cello holds the weight of living in a face that grief has known. Every line became an honest thing, every honest thing became a man. Some men fight their grief forever, quiet men just shake its hand. The night has always known the faces that the daylight won't accept. I fought it for a decade. I smiled when I was hollow inside. until the night that grief sat down and said, we're done pretending, you and I. Now we walk the same direction. Now we wear the same still face. The man who made his peace with sorrow is the man who found his place. Grief wore his face and he let it. That's the truth he signed in the dark. Every line it drew across him became the only honest mark. Grief wore his face and he let it. Not surrender, not defeat, just the quiet recognition that some guests you have to seat. He touches the lines on his face, like reading what the years wrote. The story is there for anyone who knows the language. Grief wore his face, and it stays today. It's mine. I have nothing left to lose, and that is how I know I've finally made it. He lost the house, he lost the name, he lost the voice that called at night. He lost the man he thought he needed, and found the one who holds the light. Not the light of something burning, not the light of something new, just the pale and steady glow of a man who finally came through. Everything that fell away from him took the noise along the way. Now the quiet is the only thing that has anything to say. The quiet after everything, that's where a man begins. Not in the noise of what he's building, but in the silence where he wins. The quiet after everything, that's the only place that's real. When you've lost it all and still you're standing, that's the only way to feel. You see a man of calm arrival, you see someone who fears no loss. You'll never know the years of burning, or what the quiet really cost. I don't chase what left without me, I don't hold what wouldn't stay. I just let the quiet settle, and it hasn't moved to this day. The quiet after everything, that's where a man begins. Not in the noise of what he's building, but in the silence where he wins. The quiet after everything, that's the only place that's real. When you've lost it all and still you're standing, that's the only way to feel. The piano speaks the piece that cost him everything to finally reach. The cello holds the story of a man who lost, put beyond reach. The guitar plays the morning after every fire that burned him clean. Every loss became a clearing. Every clearing showed the man. Some men fill the space with noise again. Quiet men understand. There was a morning after everything, when the house was gone and the street was new. I stood in the middle of absolutely nothing, and for the first time the air came through. That's the moment I stopped rebuilding. That's the moment I released the chase. I let the quiet fill the absence, and the absence gave me space. The quiet after everything, that's where a man begins. Not in the noise of what he's building, but in the silence where he wins. The quiet after everything, that's the only place that's real. When you've lost it all and still you're standing, that's the only way to feel. He finishes the last glass in a bar that has already closed. He walks out into the quiet that has been waiting all along. The quiet after everything, that's where I live now. Still here. He chooses not to speak, and the room gets louder, trying to fill his space. There's a price for every piece he held together, a receipt for every morning he survived. The man who stands before you finished spent a fortune just to stay alive. He doesn't advertise the invoice, he doesn't itemize the years. He just presents the final product and keeps the paperwork in tears. Every piece that held its place was a negotiation in the dark between the man who wanted crumbling and the man who kept the spark. The cost of standing whole, that's what no one ever asks. They see the man complete and steady, they never see behind the mask. The cost of standing whole is everything that fell apart. Every night of quiet labor, rebuilding what broke the heart. You see a man who looks looks like nothing touched him. You see composure cut from stone. You'll never see the bill still pending for every night he stood alone. I don't display the cost of living. I don't reveal the running debts. I just keep paying what it takes to be the man they haven't met. The cost of standing whole, that's what no one ever asks. They see the man complete and steady. They never see behind the mask. The cost of standing whole is everything that fell apart. Every night of quiet labor, rebuilding what broke the heart. The piano holds the weight of every payment made alone and dark. The cello carries interest on the debt that left its mark. Every payment made in silence, every silence was a coin. Some men declare their losses openly, quiet men just rejoin. The night has always been the bank of men who fund their own repair. Most expensive thing I own is the man that I became. Not the coat, not the composure, just the fact I kept my name. Every year I paid a fortune in the currency of grief. And the man who stands here whole tonight is the most costly thing I keep. The cost of standing whole, that's what no one ever asks. They see the man complete and steady. They never see behind the mask. The cost of standing whole is everything that fell apart. Every night of quiet labor, rebuilding what broke the heart. He pays the final cost without counting, stands without negotiating. The cost of standing whole, already paid, still standing. Still standing. I didn't choose the loss, but I stayed long enough for it to choose me back. He wore the loss like borrowed clothing, too white at first, too cold, too long. He wore it through the years of silence, until the silence felt like song. He didn't ask to live in shadow, he didn't plan to call it home. But somewhere between the loss and mourning, the darkness fitted to his bone. Every night that wrapped around him tightened just a little more, until the loss became a legacy he was finally tailored for. He wore the loss until it fit. That's how a legacy is made, not in the light of what he's given, but in the night of what he paid. He wore the loss until it fit, thread by thread across the years. Every shadow was a measurement, every silence held a tear. You see a man who wears the evening like a suit that cost a name. You'll never know he wore it shapeless for years before it fit the frame. I don't pretend the loss was chosen, I don't pretend I love the cost. I just kept wearing what surrounded me until the fit was worth the loss. He wore the loss until it fit. That's how a legacy is made, not in the light of what he's given, but in the night of what he paid. He wore the loss until it fit, thread by thread across the years. Every shadow was a measurement, every silence held the tears. The piano carries what the surface of legacy will never show. The cello holds the depth of what the years of loss helped him know. The saxophone mourns the versions of himself he had to leave. The guitar plays the patience of the man he chose to be. Every loss became a fitting, every fitting built the man. There was a window when it hung on me, like a coat made for a bigger man. I dragged it through the coldest hallways with nothing but a quiet plan. Now it sits across my shoulders like it was always sewn for me. The man who wears his losses completely is the man they'll never see. He wore the loss until it fit. That's how a legacy is made, not in the light of what he's given, but in the night of what he paid. He wore the loss until it fit, thread by thread across the years. Every shadow was a measurement, every silence held the tears. He steps out and the night wraps around him, not as a stranger, but as a tailor adjusting something that already belongs. Wore the loss until it fit. That's how I was made. never afraid. He sits where the light runs thin, and the whiskey holds no judgment. There's a man at the far end of the bar who never healed the way they said he should. His wounds didn't close, they just stood up and walked him through the neighborhood. He doesn't limp from what still lingers. He doesn't hide what never healed. He taught his damage how to travel and made a life from what won't seal. Every cut that stayed wide open, every bruise that wouldn't fade, became the legs that kept him going, became the steps that he has made. Wounds that learn to walk, that's what carries him tonight. Not healing, not forgetting, just moving through the quiet. Wounds that learn to walk, they don't slow him, they don't stay. They just keep his feet in motion every single day. You see a man who moves with purpose. You see a stride that never breaks. You'll never know the wounds beneath him, all the engine, not the brakes. I don't pretend that I recovered. I don't claim that I moved on. I just taught my pain to travel, and together we walk strong. Wounds that learn to walk, that's what carries him tonight. Not healing, not forgetting, just moving through the quiet. Wounds that learn to walk, they don't slow him, they don't stay. They just keep his feet in motion every single day. The saxophone searches for the man the daylight never met alone. The cello understands what only losing helps a man to own. Every wound became a traveler, every traveler became a man. Some men wait until they're mended, quiet men just walk as planned. The night has always been the highway of men who choose to move. I never waited for the healing, It never came and I stopped asking. I just told my wounds to stand up, and we've been walking ever since. If you need to be repaired before you take another step, you'll wait forever at the doorway of a house that time has kept. Wounds that learn to walk, that's what carries him tonight. Not healing, not forgetting, just moving through the quiet. Wounds that learn to walk, they don't slow him, they don't stay. They just keep his feet in motion. Every single day, he leaves the stool still warm. The street accepts his rhythm. A man and his wounds, walking in the same direction. Wounds that learn to walk, still moving on, still here. Rain taps slow on a street that forgot his name. He walked away from what was breaking him before the breaking made the choice. He left the house, he left the habits, he left the rooms that held his voice. He doesn't mourn the life he left there. He doesn't visit what he passed. He traded everything familiar for the only thing that lasts. Every hand he chose to release, every name he chose to lose, became the open space inside him where a better man could choose. Let go to keep himself, that's the deal he made alone. Every loss became a clearing, every clearing led him home. Let go to keep himself, not broken, not undone, just a man who released the burning and became the only one. You see a man of clean arrival, you see a stride that carries weight. You'll never know what he released there, or what it cost to walk away so late. I don't explain what I surrender, I don't describe the empty hands. I just keep moving through the quiet, and the quiet understands. Let go to keep himself, that's the deal he made alone. Every loss became a clearing, every clearing led him home. Let go to keep himself, not broken, not undone, just a man who released the burden and became the only one. The saxophone much longer. The guitar plays the patience of a man who walks away the stronger. Every release became a direction. Every direction cost a year. Some men hold until the holding breaks them. Quiet men know when to clear. The night has always been the road of men who travel light by choice. There were things I held beyond their season. There were names I kept past all their use, until the morning that I understood that holding on was how I'd lose. I didn't let go because it was easy. I let go because I had to stand. The man who releases what destroys him is the man who frees his hand. Let go to keep himself. That's the deal he made alone. Every loss became a clearing. Every clearing led him home. Let go to keep himself. Not broken, not undone. Just a man who released the burning and became the only one. He steps into the street where nothing holds him back. The city receives a man who finally travels light. Let go to keep himself. That's all he knows. Still walking free. He sits where the light runs thin, and the whiskey holds no judgment. There's a man at the far end of the bar who never healed the way they said he should. His wounds didn't close, they just stood up and walked him through the neighborhood. He doesn't limp from what still lingers. He doesn't hide what never healed. He taught his damage how to travel and made a life from what won't seal. Every cut that stayed wide open, every bruise that wouldn't fade, became the legs that kept him going, became the steps that he has made. Wounds that learn to walk, that's what carries him tonight. Not healing, not forgetting, just moving through the quiet. Wounds that learn to walk, they don't slow him, they don't stay, they just keep his feet in motion every single day. You see a man who moves with purpose. You You see a stride that never breaks. You'll never know the wounds beneath him, or the engine, not the brakes. I don't pretend that I recovered. I don't claim that I moved on. I just taught my pain to travel, and together we walk strong. Wounds that learn to walk, that's what carries him tonight. Not healing, not forgetting, just moving through the quiet. Wounds that learn to walk, they don't slow him, they don't stay. They just keep his feet in motion every single day. The saxophone searches for the man the daylight never met alone. The cello understands what only losing helps a man do on. Every wound became a traveler, every traveler became a man. Some men wait until they're mended, quiet men just walk his plan. The night has always been the highway of men who choose to move. Asking, I just told my wounds to stand up, and we've been walking ever since. If you need to be repaired before you take another step, you'll wait forever at the doorway of a house that time has kept. Wounds that learn to walk, that's what carries him tonight. Not healing, not forgetting, just moving through the quiet. Wounds that learn to walk, they don't slow him, they don't stay. They just keep his feet in motion every single day. He leaves the stool still warm. The street accepts his rhythm. A man and his wounds walking in the same direction. Wounds that learn to walk, still moving on, still here. Midnight finds him in the same chair, always the same, always alone. The bartender already knows his order, never asked his name. He walks into the room like something permanent, like weather that arrived and stayed. He doesn't need the noise to hold him, he doesn't need the light to see. He found the corner built for silence and made it everything he'd need. Every night he takes the same seat, Every glass poured to the same light became the only kind of ritual a man like this could call divine. Midnight finds him in the same chair. That's the life he chose to keep. Not waiting, not expecting, just a man too deep to sleep. Midnight finds him in the same chair. No one asks him why he stays. The ones who know don't need the answer. The ones who don't can't know his way. You see a man of quiet habit. You see a stillness cut from stone. You'll never know the cost of staying, or what it means to stay alone. I don't explain the hours I sit here. I don't describe what keeps me still. I just return to where the dark knows me and drink until the quiet fills. Oh, midnight finds him in the same chair. That's the life he chose to keep. Not waiting, not expecting, just a man too deep to sleep. Midnight finds him in the same chair. No one asks him why he stays. The ones who know don't need the answer. The ones who don't can't know his ways. The piano holds the weight of every night. A man returns alone. The cello mourns the version of him that once had somewhere to go home. Every midnight was a mirror. Every mirror showed a man. Some men filled the night with motion. Quiet men just understand. The truth rings louder past midnight, when the restless fall asleep. There were nights I tried to leave early. There were mornings I swore I would change. But the man who stays when everything leaves him is the man who finally finds his range. I didn't choose the dark on purpose. I just stopped pretending it was wrong. The chair was always here and waiting, and I was always where I belong. Midnight finds him in the same chair. That's the life he chose to keep. Not waiting, not expecting, just a man too deep to sleep. Midnight finds him in the same chair. No one asks him why he stays. The ones who know don't need the answer. The ones who don't can't know his ways. He sets the glass down slow like closing something that has no end. The bar goes dark around him, and he is the last light left. Midnight finds him in the same chair, still staying, still here. sits where the city stopped looking and finds that enough. He used to stand before the questions of every room that held his name. He used to offer explanations to people playing someone else's game. He doesn't justify his silence. He doesn't translate what he is. He found the freedom in the nameless and made the unnamed wholly his. Every word he chose to swallow, every answer he refused to give, became the architecture of a man who finally learned to live. He never asked to be understood. That's the choice that set him free. Every question left unanswered built the man he chose to be. He never asked to be understood, not hidden, not afraid. Just a man who stopped explaining every scar that silence made. You see a man of few conclusions. You see a stillness hard to read. You never know he gave up nothing except the audience he didn't need. I don't translate what I carry. I don't perform for curious eyes. I just inhabit what I've built here underneath the quiet skies. He never asked to be understood. That's the choice that set him free. Every question left unanswered built the man he chose to be. He never asked to be understood, not hidden, not afraid. Just a man who stopped explaining every scar that silence made. The guitar carries what no explanation ever could contain. The harmonica breathes the things a man stops trying to explain. Every silence left intact became a room of its own design. Some men need the world to read them, quiet men just underline. The night has always been the language of men who need no translation. There was a night I stopped mid-sentence and heard how hollow the words had grown. I put the explanation down forever and walked the rest of it alone. Not because I had no answer, because the answer wasn't theirs to keep. The man who needs no understanding is the man who finally sleeps. He never asked to be understood. That's the choice that set him free. Every question left unanswered built the man he chose to be. He never asked to be understood, not hidden, not afraid. Just a man who stopped explaining every scar that silence made. He leaves no statement on the counter and no explanation at the door. The night receives a man who owes the world nothing more. He never asked to be understood, still nameless, still